Hey guys, it's Ken Perry again with Dave Savage.
Good
Offered to come back. Thank you for coming back.
I think this is the regular thing now.
I think so. We just have a blast helping you guys out. So that's what we're going to do this week. This week we're talking about kind of a funny thing, which is referrals. And the only reason I say funny thing is because we're going to talk about asking for referrals. And that can be either the most awkward situation or it can be a really comfortable situation. You know, for a lot of people, they've been to seminars where they taught them that at closing, you know, you give them a piece of paper and you say, have I done a great job? Write down 5 people that you could refer me to right away. And then we call and we harass those people. And I think that just seems so... it's made up, like it's not a real situation. So I wanted to ask you, you know, I know you have a lot of great advice for a lot of loan officers. You've helped people, you know, go from that good to great like we talked about before. So how do you ask for a referral? Like, is there a way to do it or?
Well, I think there is a best way of doing it. Again, like everything, there's average ways of doing things, good ways of doing things, and great ways. So I'll try to explain what I think is a great way to ask for a referral. Is it the best? I don't know. There's probably better ways. So first I'll say it's got to be authentic. I mean, if you do not come across comfortable, confident, and impassioned, doesn't matter what you say or how you say it, it's not going to be good. So you got to, again, like everything, got to get it between the ears to where you're really passionate about it. And you need to feel confident about the way that you ask. So the other thing I'll say is that not all loan officers are equal. I mean, I know loan officers that have a database of 200 and they get lots of referrals. And the same different loan officer, same 200 people, not the same 200, but 200 people, and they're not getting lots of referrals. So what's the difference? So first of all, it's how they ask and how often they ask, but it's also how trusted and how respected they are. And by the way, trust and respect are those things that you got to have them together. And I'll use this example. Let's say your brother just got into the business. You trust him with your life. But he just got in the business. He's only been in the business for 6 months. Would you shop him?
Totally.
Yeah, you trust him with your life. But he's a new guy. Would you refer people to him? Yeah, maybe, maybe not. You would, but you'd warn him. You know, again, he has total trust, but he doesn't have respect. You do not know that he has extraordinary knowledge. But when you bring those two things together, you've been in the business for 10 years, you know he's the best in the company. Boom, you refer him business. You know, and again, he doesn't have to have brother relationship like trust, but you just bring those two things together. So first I'm going to ask you, if you're not getting the referrals you want, do your customers, one, believe that you have their best interest in mind? And do they believe you have extraordinary knowledge? Because if you don't have that kind of perception with your clients, even though I'm going to tell you how to ask for referrals, it's not going to be as powerful. So, okay, let's say you got the trust and you got the respect. Now, how do you ask for the referral? An average way is, you know, we doing a loan application here. Do you happen to know of anyone who's thinking about buying or selling a home right now? It's a pretty average way to do things. By the way, if I said, do you know anybody who's having a birthday this month? Your mind just goes, anyone. So bad way. Actually, it's the average way, but it's the bad way. So to me, I believe in this 2-step process.
Okay.
You know, so do you have any family members that are thinking about buying or selling a home? So you always ask one group. Just like if I said, hey, do you have a family member who has a birthday this month? You can just, yes, no. You can answer that. I didn't say anyone. I said family member. So I believe in this 2-step process. First, ask, do you have a family member that's thinking about buying, selling, or has any finance needs? Shut up. Let them think. Even if it takes them a minute, just go with the silence. Let them think. Let them digest that. Start with family member, and then if they say yes, go, thank you very much. Appreciate the referral. By the way, do you have any friends or coworkers that are thinking about buying or selling and might be interested in refinancing? So again, it's simple little things, but those simple little things that are between average, good, and great. So that's the way to do it. 2-step it. The most important thing I said is isolate family members, don't say anything, and then friends or coworkers.
When's the best time to do that?
So here's the thing. I mean, I've seen this debate. It's kind of like the debate between strategy and execution. Which one's more important? You know what? They're both important. So the debate, do I ask before I close the loan or after I close the loan? There's no debate. You ask all the time. Anytime you have got to the point where someone trusts and respects you, you ask. So in order for someone to give you their social security number and trust you with their refinance or their purchase, They wouldn't have done that if they didn't trust or respect you. So it's a great time to ask for a referral. You know, and in fact, I say ask at that point of sale. And then I also believe, and we don't have time for this, but I believe that like 5 days after you've taken the application, someone else from your team calls up. And it's not to call up and say, hey, I've got a list of conditions for things that Dave met. No, that happens, by the way. Of course, it didn't happen to me because I took a great app. But in a separate call, after that, you know, process or underwriter called up and said, hey, I need a few more things. Someone else calls with one purpose, to say, hey, we know your application is in process. We just want to make sure you're happy with everything. And just proactively see if you have any questions. Listen to the client. And of course, if they have issues and problems, now's not the time for ask for a referral. But they'll ask them for a referral again. Because while someone is in a transaction, it's in their mind, it's top of mind for them. It's when they come in contact with other people that are doing a transaction. So I believe a lot. Ask at the beginning, ask in the middle, and then ask again. And again, as long as you just don't start really sounding cheesy and manipulative and all I care about is me, you can't ask too much.
You don't slide the paper over to them and go write it down right now?
No, that's not my style.
Yeah. You know, as an AE, I always had that trouble asking for the referral. And my sales manager and I would talk, and I'd be like, I just, you know, I want to take it to that next level. And she'd be like, well, you know, are you asking for the referral? I'm like, well, no, you know, I was feeling kind of awkward. But you mentioned in the beginning, you got to earn it. You know, it's that trust and respect first, and then it's not so awkward. So is it kind of a 1, 2, 3 go if it's your first time, you know, asking, just, can I have a referral? You know, it's, you know, obviously not like that. But
fake it till you make it. You've got to have passion and belief. By the way, if you don't, I really ask you the question, how powerful is your presentation? You know, because you know what, if you ask great questions, you really do a great job of analyzing financial situations, presenting to the client, you're just going to have so much passion in what you do. And at least the belief I had when I was loan officer was, if you don't do your loan with me, poor you. You know,
exactly.
Poor you.
Yeah.
You know, so if you have that much belief in what you do and how you deliver it, it's really easy. So if you don't have that belief, you've got some work to do. You've got to improve your skills to where you're impressed with yourself.
Yeah, and it goes back to that good to great conversation. You know, if you feel like you did a great job, then why would you not then present that option for them to, you know, have their friends and family be helped by you
You're doing them
too.
a favor. You're doing them a favor. You're doing their friends and family a favor because they're working with someone that's honest, caring, who really goes the extra mile. So to me, I was doing everybody a favor that I did a loan for.
Right on. All right, so your challenge is start getting really good at asking for a referral. Do you like role playing, by the way? Is that a good idea?
I do, but it's such a simple script. To me, you know, role played a few times, but at the end of the day, you just got to go out there and do it and do it and do it until it becomes second nature and you're just comfortable doing it.
All right, there's your challenge. Go out there, make sure you do not do a loan without asking for a referral multiple times. And I think you gave them some great tips on that. So you guys have a good one.